So we're headed into major shifts. And from chaos comes revelation, a time period of going from dark to light. And in the upcoming weeks, we are in what is known as eclipse season. And in the world, there are things that are being eclipsed out of the world. And then there's going to be this new light that is shined, that finally something new can be seen. And the chaos, you might be feeling this right now. I shared with the Patreon community last night. Many people are feeling great shifts in their solar plexus. And I was called to go back to watermelon last night, and instead of eating, say, like my normal dinner. So what we're experiencing, this chaos, the chaos is going between two different frequencies. And that's why you're going to want to be flexible at this time period, not being too rigid, and listening to the body, listening to the heart, and being the embodiment of your soul. Because this great shift that we're going from, when the lights go out for one world, and then a new light shines on a brand new world, you have attachments to the past. These attachments, they have to be dislodged. So subconsciously, if you're already feeling the stirring that has been happening, that many people have been going through, the subconscious is the majority of your life. It's just running on the background. And consciously, we want to move forward in the upcoming days as we enter eclipse season, and some people might be new to it. And some people might be well-versed on the eclipse season. When the eclipse happens, you go from dark to light, and a loop, right? Sunrise, sunset. You go through sunrise and sunset every single day. And this loop continues. And what we're experiencing right now, there has been a repeat of the loop for society. And my God, that loop can't stop. But there is now going to be an interruption. And from this interruption, when we go from dark to light, the path of destiny is finally revealed. It's a very powerful podcast today. It's good to see everyone. I'm so grateful for everyone that has found us over the past few days. Grateful if you hit the like button. It pushes this message out so others will get it. We're going to go through this, and we'll reconvene at the end of the lesson. A lot to go over. I got a lot of great questions in the comment section over the past few videos. I'm so grateful for everyone finding us, and we're going to address some of those questions at the end of this lesson. What you're experiencing is that back and forth frequency. It's like if you're driving in a car and you're picking up a frequency for the radio station and you're moving forward, but even though you still pick up some of the old frequency and you pick up some of the new, and it's a little bit of chaos when you are picking up on two different radio, that was pretty good, right? Two different radio stations at the same time. And so your nervous system is trying to calibrate. That was a good one, Sylvia. Your nervous system is trying to calibrate to this new frequency that's coming online. And your job is to constantly drive the car forward and not turn around and because you want to pick up the old station. We're headed to the new station. And when we get through this chaos, this dissonance, then we are finally on the clear channel. The solar eclipse energy is interruption. There's the sun, right? The sun is blacked out, you go into darkness. Even the animals don't know what to do, right? The birds go quiet. It's an interruption of the norm. In our lives, we become successful when we have routines and rituals and build healthy habits. But as we're going through this great shift, we need sometimes in our life a great interruption. And you could do this in your life. It's called building neuroplasticity, building new neural pathways in the brain. In the upcoming weeks, we are in eclipse season. Sudden endings and sudden beginnings. Finally, and this happens every once in a while, but we have an opportunity. You see, there are massive energies that occur in the natural world that give us an opportunity. It kind of gives us a break. It breaks the loop. It breaks the cycle. And it's going to knock the rhythm that the world has been going through. It's been a lot of chaos, and it's been a lot of negativity in the world. But that typical loop, the typical loop of whatever mainstream media says must be real, the typical things in life, the typical loop of childishness on social media. Social media has become a lot of drama. Save the drama for your mama. And if you came to this channel, both here and on Facebook, we're here to put out positivity to the world. So grateful for everyone that has clicked subscribe over the past few days and hitting that like button, because when we're authentic, we're causing a constructive interference wave. So all these things, the mainstream media stuff, the drama, all the nonsense on social media, all of these things, this typical loop, it's being stopped. Recently, I did the full podcast on the 3 days of darkness. I suggested to people that haven't watched it yet to really focus on it. And who are you when the lights go out? You see, the modern life, the modern society, people on social media, they don't present life the way that it actually is. They create an illusion. But beyond the illusion of all the fake numbers, of all the fake stuff on mainstream media, behind all the illusion is who you truthfully are. And anyone that's listening to this across the world, okay, who are you without your old role? You see, good people, people that are doing the work, people that are, just bypassing everything and they refuse to do the work. Anyone that's listening in, your old role is finished. Your old role. So sometimes you have been doing the work. You're ready you're leveling up, but you're still thinking, oh, I'm still healing. I'm still in a season of working. That's you. There has to be this internal shift that now, when you come out of the darkness into the light, now we're moving forward. Now I'm ready to be seen by the world. And this is a thing. A lot of people are empaths. A lot of people, they say, I want all these great things, but they're afraid to be seen. And I understand that it's been a very rough go at it. As a world famous content creator, okay, you could see this negativity. People that don't want to grow or don't want to see you grow, right? They write nasty things in the comment section. It's a reflection of who they are. But there are many people, and some of you write on Facebook, and you got to move forward. You got to be the lion. We're in Leo season. This is Leo the lion. The lionesses are rising up. That's the divine feminine. The lion king, the divine masculine, is here to lead the ship. Okay? So these are the energies you have to be focused on. who are you without these things? Who are you without the money in the bank? Who are you when you're just sitting alone with God? Who are you at your core? One of the things that I've shared with the community is this: where do you dwell? And I'm not talking about, what state you live in. So where do you dwell? And that is your baseline frequency that your nervous system is set to. And where you dwell, so this is where you dwell, that means that you're going to be at that frequency about 80% of the time throughout the day. A massive overhaul has to happen. If you're dwelling in constantly bracing, constantly worried about lack and limitation, right? Because we had a lot of hardships in the past few years, but that season served us, but it wasn't our final resting place. We had to go there. We had to experience it. And through going through the season, we learned about ourself. We learned about our self-worth. I hope you're right. I am worthy every single day, right? If you do not have your self-worth, you will never amount to anything. This is the subconscious and where your nervous system is wired. You have to understand that you're worthy of your dreams. Until you get this internal shift, there will never be a change. You can have little blips and blaps, but I'm talking about consistent change. And this is what this dark to light is all about. New experience, new direction, new relationships. Wow. It's the new. The triple new is back, baby. Yeah. New experience. So anyone that's hearing me, you want this new experience. You want this new direction. You want this new relationship. From that, there must be chaos. There must be an interruption. And the way that our nervous system is wired, we think that chaos, we hear these things. Oh my God, we go like this because we're accustomed. You're accustomed to living at this level here. Now to live up, now we're living on this level here, there has to be a reset. There has to be a recalibration. There has to be an interruption. And it's needed. So that rhythm, once it is interrupted, then you have the change. There has to be a coming to terms in anything, new experiences in life. Who are you? Who are you truthfully without your social media status? Who are you when everything is taken away? The only thing that matters in life is who you become. This world is it's headed for a rude awakening, if you will. You'll see a lot of people. You see these social media influencers. Many of them are these quote unquote Instagram models. Oh my God, they have all the following, but it's just an illusion. And anyone that's listening to me, because one of the major things that people deal with is we're a social species and we're actually supposed to have a relationship, a true connection. But all of this is an illusion. And you will come to terms, like there are people in this world and they have all of these, they build the social media. A lot of these weak-minded women, they're on dating sites and they say, follow me on Instagram. They're not looking for, they just keep building and because they're actually a broken individual inside. Who are you without your social media status? We go from dark to light. There's people that complain and you are your frequency. So when you go and you could see some of these clowns in the gym, they're there, they take the phone out, right? They're spending 20 minutes taking pictures, sticking their backside out, taking their implants and presenting them a certain way, taking a picture, right? They spend $200 on Lululemon pants instead of actually working out and creating an illusion. And then there are weak beta males, weak-minded men in society that don't build, teach, and lead. All they do on social media is go. They go in the comment section. Some of them live in their mother's basement, and all they do is stay safe behind a screen. They're not going out in the world or doing anything. So if you are a woman that gets a lot of attention from boys, right? Because they're not actually men, they're boys on social media, and you think so you're gonna accumulate social media numbers, but who are you really? What is your content of character? You see, your social media numbers is not the content of character. And what I do, I'm just giving you what it is. This is a great shift that's occurring. If you're a woman, right? I see a lot of these women, and they're miserable their whole life because your frequency became, instead of going for the divine masculine, who you're going to be probably scared of or terrified of because that's a man of leadership, your frequency is all of these beta males, which these males, I noticed this over the past few days, they come to another man's comment section and all they're doing is writing in the comment section, that's your boyfriend. That's the beta male you chose to marry. That's when you have 200,000 followers on Instagram. That's what 99% of them are. In the life right now, there's a great shift. There's a great spiritual awakening that's happening. And this is the great reset. We're leaving the fake. And what I do on this channel, I give you everyday life examples. A lot of people like to hide, but you cannot hide because this is the emergence of our everyday lives. You are who you are. Think about it. Know them by their fruits. It will never go away. All the time. This is how I understand NPCs. Do you want to know the codes of people? You could click subscribe. I'll give you the NPC codes. When you go out in the world, you understand that there's the Jezebel spirit, here's the modern woman, here's the beta male, here's the parasite. Oh, here's the divine feminine. Wow, what a wonderful woman here. Let me spend my time and energy on this one, building, teaching, leading. Right? Here's the divine masculine over here. Start learning the codes. Start learning the codes. And those that have been clicking subscribe and taking the journey over the past few days, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot because I've studied these creatures of society. And in life, there has to be the time, okay, where you're not going to be, this is about the lion, not the cowardly lion, not the cowards, not the hyenas. You have to be the lioness. You got to be the queen. You got to be the king. You got to be the lion king. Do you understand the difference? And this is why you have all this chaos. Some of us are creating the chaos, right? And we have to embrace it because you didn't fit into this sick society. One of my recent videos getting a lot of feedback on. You see that most people in society, they're out there, they're full of you know what. They're full of you know what. People love that video now. They're full of it. So this is a time period where this loop, this dominion cycle is being dismantled. It happens on mainstream. It happens on the fake social media. All the fake. There is a big interruption. Now, years ago, I was a public school science teacher, and some of my coworkers and I laughed about this because there was a time where social media went down. I think it was Facebook and Instagram, and people were calling 911 because they couldn't get on social media. So I want you to understand this, right? Now, this is what I do right? And I'm not on social media. But at the end of the day, if the whole world, right, everything shuts down. And that's why I'm just teaching people how to become better at life. If you're on this channel, you're becoming better at life. When 2020 happened and the world shut down, myself and my good buddy, we were already hiking. We were already doing these things. We weren't going to the club. We didn't care about these things. Technology is a tool. It's who's behind the technology. Not saying that social media is bad. But there's a lot of clowns in clown world that are out there, and clowns be clowning. Write it in the comments. Clowns be clowning. And leaders lead. And teachers teach. So the perception of life is always you. Who are you? Who are you when the lights go out? Who are you with the dollar amount in the bank is gone? Who are you without your fake social media numbers? Who are you? Earlier on my journey, God put me through a season where I had nothing. I sat quietly with God. Then, some people don't like to hear this. I understand it. You want to learn about this journey? Are you ready to take the truthful ascension journey? You want to take the truthful spiritual awakening journey? You want to be psychologically strong for what's coming? That video's exploding right now. Exploding. You got to be psychologically prepared. You can't sit there and say, oh my God. People are concerned with fake stuff. What about families? What about love? What about truthful connection? There are many people in the world that you feel this, and this is coming to the surface, right? You need truthful connection. Not just someone to fill a void, a true soul connection, and true friends in your life. Have real friends in your life. Don't just fill the void. And those that really resonate with this message, you rather sit alone than just it drains your energy, because those frequencies are beneath you. And you feel this in the body. It's why you feel exhausted. If you would like to comment so we assist other people on this awakening journey, your body feel exhausted? Oh my God, the drama. And you feel exhausted inside. That's your soul saying, wow, this is not for me. This is not my life. It's not for me. Some of these fake women are nothing without their social media. They're nothing. You better wake up. It's just an illusion. So as we go through this shift, there are big events that are happening on a main stage. We're already seeing one of them start to unfold. From one of them unfolding, it's like a domino effect. When the first domino falls, a cascade of events will follow the first event. To the sleepers of the world, sleep, sleep. Did you ever watch They Live? Oh, wow. John Carpenter's They Live. Wow. It was a movie back from like the 80s, and people are going to revisit this movie right now because it actually depicts the world. They Live. John Carpenter's They Live. Check it out if you haven't. Sleep, sleep, sleep. And people are sleeping. And people are under mind control of mainstream media. And people don't see the subliminal messages that are getting their life going into misery. Consume, marry, reproduce. Okay. Wake up, kid. This was about your everyday life. This was about you actually becoming a creator, not living someone else's, not living a life of obligation. I gave the answer to the community earlier. I know there's new people here. I said this year, we are leaving a life of obligation. I'm speaking to a lot of people, and I'm the voice for the voiceless. I understand there's going to be people, and you're afraid. You're afraid to say, I get it. I understand. You felt obligated to do those things. It's about your everyday life. And when you're a healed person, you will only connect with healed people. And the problem in life, people go and they think they're a leader of a company or whatever it is, and they're not healed, and it goes down. You rush into a relationship and you're not healed, and it goes down. These are the answers here. So you gotta build the foundation first, and then you do those. Otherwise, it's just I'm obligated. I'm obligated to do and you never actually there are people's lives were destroyed. They never got a chance. Go slow. A wise man once told me, go slow. Let it marinate, baby. And we have been marinating. And because we went slow and we allowed these things to marinate, now when we're supported by the energy, not every year is the same. We have to understand this. There are many moving parts, okay? If you missed yesterday's video, you'll watch it because that's why we were in a bottleneck. And now things are being sorted out. So as the prior years, the energy was not supportive. Now we're really picking up into the lesson right now. I know we have some new people, right? Some people wanted, it's funny. Let me teach you being a world famous content creator. Everyone complains about everything, right? That's why I do everything here. If you found me, how you doing? I'm Michael, right? I do everything here. So if we have a world famous video, I come live on the air as woo, look at me. I'm a real person, right? And I break it down in the podcast, right? So there was people that said, okay, so here I am on the podcast breaking it down, right? I got plenty of time here. Some people say the podcast is too long. Some people say the video is not long enough. So my advice to everyone in the world, everyone's going to say, you just got to do you and do it every single day. And that's it. And that's it. Okay. So we didn't have the energy to support us. So now we've reached this place. This is about desire and attraction. Sudden magnetic. Okay. So suddenly magnetic. Take magnets. Okay. Okay. We're given everyday life examples. People loved yesterday's, right? So we could see it scientifically. Because we can't see some of these quantum things that are going. We can't see magnetism between people or magnetism between you and your destiny. This is your path to destiny. So you got the magnets there, and you can push them forward, and you can push them forward, and then once it reaches that place where there's enough, they go boom, suddenly. See? I gave you a scientific everyday life example to understand the quantum physics that are quantum physics. Okay, ready? So it's you and the love of your life, okay? Or you and the job opportunity, or you and whatever it is. So let's just call it new experience. I'm talking to everyone in the world right now. Could be a relationship, could be a job, whatever it is. You and the new experience. Here's you, here's the new experience. And slowly the magnets were being pushed closer, and then eventually they go quick, boom, they attract. That's why it's suddenly. It's a sudden magnetic attraction. Okay? So going into this shift, there had to be a revelation. And your problems. There are people on the internet that complain about everything. Do you know this? Trust me, I had a lot of things I had to overcome. But the problems, ready? We all have to go through problems. Get up. Okay, so problems are your fuel for growth. Write it down. Your problems that you went, like my problems were different than your problems and Mary's problems and Johnny's problems. It is specific, ready? Our problems are specific to our lives' journey. So the problems were the fuel for our growth. Now, those problems and the residue and the trauma, they have to be cleared so that you're not looping into it anymore. So those that are going through the great solar plexus reset right now, there's a divine process to it all. This is the shift of ending injustice. There was a lot of injustice in the world. Maybe it affected you. Maybe it affected your friends and family. We are in the energy of the Leo, the king of kings, right? So this season right now is eclipsing out the old fake leaders and ushering in light on the new. So understand this energy. We're eclipsing out, and then we're shining the light on the new. So when you are already seeing some of these old leaders being exposed very poorly and like wildfire across the internet because there's no more censorship on the internet. Do you know about the internet? People are now talking about these individuals that maybe in 2021, you weren't allowed to talk about. When people say, I got a lot of this comment, nothing happened. You ever see these little trolls in the comment? Nothing, that's not my problem. That's your problem. Nothing changed for you? Hello? Anyone that's been watching me who have the real life evidence, you could subscribe to the channel. You could go back to the old, nothing happened. Nothing happened. You said this. You said nothing happened. No, plenty happened for me. That's on your timeline, boy. That's on your timeline because you did no inner work. Smash the like button if you love it. No, we do the true journey right here. If you complain in the comment section that nothing happened over the past few years, it's your problem. It's your timeline. You are the problem. Okay, that's it. It's finished. Going back to earlier remember, ladies, if that's your man, that's your life goes in shambles. Make sure you're focused. Make sure you understand the divine masculine. If you're in the comment section and saying nothing happened, there were great opportunities. God gave me great opportunities. These were my problems. And like a man, you rise up. You get out of the comment section, boys. You get out of the comment. You get up like a man and you get to lunch pail. You get to work. Look, squirrel. That's how they are. So if you're sitting there right now, I understand there are people that are in the victimhood mindset that just give it to me. Just give it to me now. Give it to me now. Melvin writes, no crybabies allowed. Absolutely. We've got to bring the bell back. No crybabies allowed here, okay? No, we're here to do better. We're here to be empowered. We're here to be spiritually strong. We're here to be psychologically prepared for what's about to happen. But you said, no, there's great change in this world. There's great change. And I can't wait to meet all the other people, some of you might know, here in the community, and you watch me. Ooh, look, I'm on TV. I'm on TV, fellas. And, we're all inspiring each other. And, this is the end of injustice. It's the end of injustice. And the true divine masculine kings are riding. The horsemen of the apocalypse are riding. The overall divine feminine energy is rising. And it could seem like quantum chaos when the divine feminine rises. Understand that we all embrace these energies inside of us. Doesn't mean that men are better than women. These are the low-hanging fruit people that are on the internet. Men are not better than women. Women are not better than men. Smash the like button for the truth. And people have it's the 80-20 of the world. Women act a certain way on the internet, right? Guys are a little bit different. But when you go on the internet, sometimes the weakest people in the world are the loudest people in the world. It's true. I used to listen to a guy. He was doing sports talk radio years ago. I never was in. This is going back years ago before I did any of this. And he's doing his job, and he kept complaining about these trolls. And he used to say, "Oh, they got Instagram muscles. They're a big man. They're a big man on Instagram, but they're a worthless piece of you know what in real life. In our lives, we have to rise up right now." And, really starting to see it as our channel is growing. Sometimes we connect with people, and then we go out into the world, and then we see what's really going on in the world. It's fascinating. One of the things that is affecting society is the low attention span. And how do I see it? I could see it with a troll that is complaining. Clearly, I said it in the video, but they only showed up and they couldn't hold the attention span to the end of the video. Do you understand what I'm saying? So attention span is one of the number one things. If you want to be a conscious creator, you have to work on your attention span. Not all days are the same. It has to become embodiment. It has to be your existence. As I talk to some of my buddies that are in the gym, you could clearly see the difference between people that take stuff for a season and they finish. And then I know people for 10 years. I go back to my old gym, same people, still looking young, still a vibrant. It's your content of character all the time. It's all the time. I'm your spiritual coach here. You don't complain about it, right? If I'm coaching someone up in the gym, they're listening. We got to do this or that, right? So if we're coaching it up spiritually, if we're expanding our consciousness, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So when we go from dark to light, we are given an opportunity as this reset. This is a very big reset right now. Actually do the thing. Wow. I can't believe simple things in life. It's our everyday lives here. Actually do the thing. Action. We want action. ACTION. But people will sit there. And I'm talking to everyone. So there could be a person that's lazy, or there could be the avoidant. There could be the person that's never done healing. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to inspire you. Stop running away. Stop being the runner. Stop being the avoidant, because you'll be miserable for the rest of your life. Until the day you put your foot down and say no more. Until the day that there's real actual action. Well, I put it on a vision board. Ooh, I read the book, The Secret. Rah, rah. I read the book, The Secret. Rah, rah. Actually do the thing. Actually do the thing. When I started this channel and I was doing the videos, I was giving you the things, and I said, how do we apply it to our everyday lives? Because every single thing, like a scientist, real scientist, not the fake scientists that you see out there, the little clowns. Hit 111 in the chat. Hit 111 in the comment. Real scientists actually do the things, actually apply the things, actually conduct experiments, actually do the thing. Because some people talk about it and others be about it. Be about it, son. Be about it, son. This is how you have to be. Because I'm telling you, listen, I was a quiet guy. This world will chew you up and spit you out. This ain't an easy world, kid. You ever play, like, you go to Super Mario Brothers and there's the lower worlds, and then you get to like world 8 and it's like super hard? This world is like going to level 8, okay? 888, assert dominance, okay? So focus on loyalty, and the loyalty, you know, obviously when we think of loyalty, we think of loyalty to someone else, being loyal in a relationship, but you have to be loyal. You have to have loyalty to yourself. So what does that mean? Okay. I'm loyal to my health and wellness. It's not just a one-time thing. I'm loyal to my work. I'm here every day, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Click subscribe. Okay. Loyal to your mission, loyal to your frequency, loyal to the new version of yourself, because it's so easy, light warriors. It's so easy to go back. Some people go backwards. If that old version of you is not finally burnt to a crisp in the fire horse, it will creep back. I'm here to encourage everyone, and this is my journey. This is me. If you are afraid to do something, I'm afraid to do my first video. Watch my first video. There he is. That guy had some set, yeah. Had a big pair of spears, that guy. He was scared, right? But you have to go and say, if you're afraid to go after your dream, go after your job, go after that man. If you're afraid, you must say, I must do it. I must. And this is why I'm successful in life, because the fear is the guard. I must leave my hometown. People that are on the spiritual awakening journey, if you want to become a leader, I must leave my home. I got to leave my hometown. Wow. Oh my God. What am I going to do? Right? This is all I know. So all of these characteristics, people that are, really truthfully ascending to a higher version of yourself, these are all textbook. I must do it. I must leave the hometown. I must change my ways. I must put my work out to the world and shine the light. This is the eclipse season, right? The old, now the light is shine on the new, but no one can find you if you're afraid of being seen by the world. I must stop being the avoidant. I must stop running away from the divine masculine. I must go. It's all textbook. It's all subconscious programs, and they will loop 80% of the time. That's how I know. I could just sit here and I could rattle them off all day long. I'll give you all the programs. People on the internet, and again, I understand some people don't like the term, but the term, the chosen one. You are the chosen one to break the cycle. That's actually what it means. You're finally the one. Maybe you're like, this is like the something that a lot of people relate to. Your family, like you lived on this level of wealth. Gotta scrape for everything you got, right? I understand. A lot of us, middle class, right? Grew up in Brooklyn, right? Got saved, got to do it. And this is all we know. Now you're on this level. Now you're on, and there has to be a breakthrough. So, some people, again, I am reaching all different modalities here. Some people call it generational curses, but the actual thing is in the subconscious that is passed down in the codes that are passed down in the DNA. You are coded and programmed for this level of existence. So in order to go up here, there must be, ready? Brace for impact. There must be a massive level of interruption to bust that cycle open. And you are the one to find. Maybe there has been dysfunction in your family. Your parents, they had a dysfunctional relationship. Grandparents, dysfunction. You're the one to finally put your foot down and say, I'm going to go after the real man and not go to dysfunction and you're the chosen one to break it. We've been living at this level. We have to, save the money to go to the grocery store. I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the one to raise the vibrational frequency. So I hope that this is inspiring people, because this is a revelation. When you go through chaos, I've been through this. I've had many revelations in my life, going through the chaos, going through these time periods that are so intense. It's not easy. I'm not telling you, I'm here to inspire you. I set forth to do something very different. And, I'm not like everyone else. You can't sugarcoat these things. You can't vision board these things away. You can't hold the crystal away, right? I have the crystals too. Crystals from HarleyRayCrystalShop.com. And the sage. I have the crystals too. Doesn't do it for me. Doesn't mean I don't like them. Can't do these things in life. It comes from you. So I got your back, kid. No, these are the things that you have to do in life. I had to become the embodiment of the best teacher there is. You have to override the matrix itself. And this is what we went through. 1, 1, 1, real deal primer. 1, 1. And I saw this. I saw the codes. And what the people are going to learn from this is that a middle school science teacher is the far greater scientist than the big clown on the TV that you're seeing right now. How you doing? Sharon Shrum, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support, Sharon. I love you. And all we're doing is inspiring others. We're focused on what we can achieve, and stop living small. Not being afraid no more, saying I must do. I must be better. I must be better than the matrix. Got no support. There's God watching you. I'm giving you. Know this. There you are. There's a meme. This is my life. Okay. And and the guy is pushing massive boulder up the hill. Right. I joke around with my friend and I send him the meme. Right. And there's God and Jesus, whatever the meme. And they're just looking at you. And there's the boulder. And you're pushing it up the hill. No help. No support. This is done by design, ladies and gentlemen. Because now the muscles are boom. There's the muscles now. There's God looking at you, sitting there like this. Did the video out in nature. For those that like my nature videos that are new, you check the video out. Pushing the boulder up the hill. Why does not God help me? Because you become stronger than the matrix itself. If you are going through this right now, we all go through this. God, why aren't you helping me? Figure it out, light warrior, is what God is saying. And there's the boulder, and I'm pushing, and I'm exhausted, and there's no help. Now, the support comes in, and it goes. Alma, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. I love you, Alma. He looks like the Karate Kid. That dog. When I was a boy, I looked like the Karate Kid. Italian kid from Brooklyn with the big pompadour. Now my hair is long, right? I had the big coif back in the day. It's great to really reflect on our life. And there he is. It's the boulder, bro. We send the meme back and forth. Pushing the boulder. There's God looking at us, bro. There's the boulder. No help at all. This is the answer. You wanted the real journey. I'm giving you the real journey. No BS, right? A lot of fake people. You tune in. I'm telling you, this is it, right? Then you become the lieutenant, right? This is what we go through, brother. Okay? But what God gives you is your family. And your family is not always your blood. Your family could be a friend that one day you randomly meet, and then you went through World War III with your friend. You went through World War III with your friend. And then you have more friends, and you have different friends. And it's just divine timing right now. It's just divine timing. There is enough energy that you will be able to finally reality transurf and jump the wave to the next frequency. You jump the wave during this time. And yeah, there has been a great sorting. And from this moment forward, there's the people that are empowered. There is chaos. It's not something to be afraid of, because that's the frequencies, but then it's sudden magnetic. Sudden love, sudden new direction, new relationship, new experience, new. 3 times the greatest. I'm here, baby. Okay? So I appreciate each and every one of you. If today's message resonates with you, I'm so grateful if you hit the like button and click the subscribe button. And you could have watched anything today and you chose to watch this to the end. And I don't take anything for granted. I'm absolutely grateful for that. It means the world to me. And we do this daily. And you could check out some of the recent videos that a lot of people are resonating with. And hit me up on Facebook, TikTok, Patreon, new posts up on Patreon. Sharing with the community really the changes that I'm going through in the now moment with some behind the scenes posts and updates there. You know, it's really, it's not an easy to go through this, and no one's gonna understand you because you can't see the energies. But the one way that I can express this to people, your nervous system. People will never understand the pain that you go through when your nervous system is reset. When your solar plexus, for years and years and years, you're feeling this, right? You see how I'm saying it? Years and years, yeah. All this stuff dumped into your solar plexus. Survival mode is finished. Survival mode is finished. And now it's 888. Assert dominance. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you guys so much. You have no idea. I appreciate you. And check out the relevant videos. Stay tuned. We have a big week ahead. Bye for now.